The Gospel of John begins with a breathtaking declaration. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. John introduces Jesus not as a newborn baby, but as the eternal Word, the divine expression of God Himself. This Word existed before anything else, and through Him everything was created. He was the source of life, and that life brought light to humanity. This light shines in the darkness, and the darkness could not overcome it. A man named John was sent by God. He was not the light, but came to testify to the light. This is John the Baptist. He came as a witness, so that through him everyone might believe in the true light, the Word who was coming into the world. Later in the chapter, John himself proclaims about Jesus, "He who comes after me has surpassed me, because he was before me." This emphasizes the pre-existence and superiority of Jesus. The true light, the Word, was coming into the world. He was in the world, and though the world was made through him, the world did not recognize him. He came to his own people, but even they did not receive him. Yet, to all who did receive him, to those who believed in his name, he gave the right to become children of God, children born not of natural descent, nor of human decision, or husband's will, but born of God. And then comes the pivotal statement, "The Word became flesh and made his dwelling among us." This is the Incarnation. The eternal divine Word took on human form and lived among us. John emphasizes that they, the apostles, saw his glory, the glory of the one and only Son, who came from the Father, full of grace and truth. The Jewish leaders send priests and Levites to question John the Baptist about his identity. He clearly states he is not the Messiah, nor Elijah, nor the prophet. He identifies himself as the voice of one calling in the wilderness, "Make straight the way for the Lord." The next day, John sees Jesus coming toward him and declares, "Look, the Lamb of God, who takes away the sin of the world." He explains how the Spirit descended on Jesus like a dove, confirming his identity as the Son of God. John the Baptist points out Jesus to two of his own disciples. Hearing this, these two men, Andrew and another unnamed disciple, follow Jesus. Andrew then finds his brother Simon and tells him, "We have found the Messiah." Jesus looks at Simon and gives him the name Cephas, which means Peter, or rock. The next day, Jesus finds Philip and says to him, "Follow me." Philip then finds Nathanael and tells him, "We have found the one Moses wrote about in the law, and about whom the prophets also wrote, Jesus of Nazareth, the son of Joseph." Nathanael is skeptical, but Jesus' knowledge of him sitting under a fig tree convinces him. Nathanael declares, "Rabbi, you are the Son of God. You are the King of Israel." Jesus promised Nathanael that he will see even greater things. The chapter concludes with Jesus' powerful statement to Nathanael, "Very truly I tell you, you will see heaven opened, and the angels of God ascending and descending on the Son of Man." This imagery evokes the story of Jacob's ladder and hints at the connection between heaven and earth that Jesus embodies. It's a promise of the greater miracles and revelations to come, setting the stage for the rest of John's Gospel.